Okay, so for the little polymer sprinkles, we're just gonna add a little touch, and this is totally optional. I've kind of played around with the sprinkles on this popsicle, and I decided this is what I want to go with here, just the stars. But what we're gonna do is take these stars off. We're gonna get our dimensional magic. Okay, I'm gonna put them here. And this stuff is kind of like, it's kind of like resin, but it's not resin. So it's super thick, see? It comes out. But what you can do is just go slowly around the edge and trace it. You're gonna wanna absolutely do this step after you have assembled. This takes a day to dry or so, so you definitely want to, and I'm gonna flood this. It's gonna make our popsicle look a little shiny. This is called flooding. Just a word of caution, you don't wanna shake this bottle because you'll get air bubbles, okay? Okay, so I'm just gonna, see, I've got a bubble there. I'm gonna push it around until it goes. Now see how nice and clear and fun that looks? I've got a bubble right here too. Hold on. You don't want the bubbles because they will dry in your piece. So if you can push them to the edge or split them and pop them. Oh, come on. That is a very stubborn bubble. Come on, bubble. There we go. Okay, so now I just want to take my little sprinkles and drop them in. Okay. Gonna kind of hold them in place. Now this does look a little cloudy here. Just kind of pushing it into a straight line, but it will dry clear, okay? So don't worry about that. It dries totally clear. You can use tweezers if you want to drop them in. I'm just dropping them in with my big fat fingers, so we're just kind of living on the edge here. I had like a rough, I kind of played around with them before I started dropping them in before, but I had a little plan. But this is now the sprinkles are not covered in this right now. The sprinkles are just kind of floating in there. I need a couple more. And I can, when I'm done, go with another coat. I don't want that to spill over the edge, but I didn't like where that was. I need a red one. Okay. There we go. So, and then I'm just gonna leave this be to dry, okay? So we can do the same thing here. And we just have to decide what we want this to look like. So this is a much bigger area. So, and it will take like a lot more sprinkles. And do you see how cute this kind of just looks spread out all over it? Now, when I did it on that one, I was not loving it because it just overwhelmed it. But I think just a handful of stars there look good. But this looks more like candy sprinkles, and I love that. So I'm going to be a little less intentional and a little more playful with this one, but I am going to start by flooding it with my dimensional magic, okay? And then we've got to let this sit. Like, we're not going to tie our bow on it. So just take your time. I know I'm kind of rushing, but we did this with a hot cocoa mug, and so right now I'm not squeezing, I'm just pulling this dimensional magic around. I'm going to try and pop these bubbles. My edge down here is not super straight, which it doesn't have to be, but I don't want it to be too close to the edge, but I also want it to look kind of like even, right? Okay, so I've got this on here. Super, super, super cute. Okay, so now I'm just gonna, I do have a few bubbles. Okay. That I want to pop before. And then right, I just want to drop some sprinkles around. So now if you don't have the deluxe sign, don't worry about this. I do want to make sure that I get some of the red in there. That's too close. The white stars. Blue, blue, blue. How fun is this? Oh my gosh. You guys, it shouldn't be illegal to have this much fun when you're crafting. This is so fun. Star. But that one is like a triple thick one. I don't want it. It's like super thick. Okay, I went like a light blue over here. And just like drop the sprinkles in until you're super happy with it, okay? Like I feel like I need some more down here. Some white. I love how the red still shows up on the red. The red, they're just slightly, they're different reds, right? Reds are impossible to match, first of all, but this is a polymer clay, that's a paint, but they just both pop. I don't have much white up here at all. Well, yet another use for the scoring and piercing tool, right? Like there are so many fun ways to use that tool. All right, so I think I'm about done with maybe right in here. A little bit, oops, of a spot. I did not want to drop that double red in there. Let me get that out of there. There we go. But look at that. That is so stinking cute. I want another red star. Or white star. And we're gonna let this dry all the way before we add our bow, okay? We don't wanna mess it up. Okay. I know, I'm feeling like I should stop, but I just can't help myself. We put a blue there, and a blue here. Okay, and there you go. So it's hard to see there, but you see once it dries, that's going to be totally clear, and it's just going to like we have a sprinkled cupcake. See how cute that is? Or a sprinkled popsicle, or an ice cream bar with sprinkles even. All right, so we're going to let this dry. I'm going to take all my clamps off because I don't want to mar my wood. And once this dries, we're going to come back. We're going to string our garland and tie our bow. And then this part will be done. How exciting is this, friends? All right, I'll see you in a little bit.